Alright, welcome back. In my previous video, we've discussed about the meaning of variation and different types of variation. And this is the continuation of the previous video. I said earlier on in the first video that we're going to be examining in our next video that we're going to be examining different types of variation. Now, there's something I want to introduce, and there's something that is very, very important in approaching any variation question. First thing to do is that express the sentence or the statement or the question as a mathematical statement. I would show you each steps. I'll follow each step now to solve this question. Secondly, find your constant of proportionality, which is key. Thirdly, solve for the unknown variable according to your question. Like in this case, we have to find P when Q equals to C. So here, P is the unknown variable. Now let's get into this. Now let's look at this question. It says, if P varies directly as Q and the value of P is 60 and Q is 40, A, find the constant of proportionality, which is K. B, find the relationship between P and Q. C, find P when Q equals to 6. D, find Q when P equals to 100. Now, we are going to be following this step. First thing, I told us to express the sentence or the statement as a mathematical statement. So, according to this question now, the question says that P varies directly as Q. So, I'm going to express it as P varies directly as Q. Then, let me deal with this first. So, for every direct variation, now we have P equals to what? Q times K, which is my constant of proportionality. And that will give me P equals to KQ. This is the relationship between P and Q and the constant of proportionality. From here, we were given the value of P, which is 60. So from here, we say that when P equals to 60 and Q equals to 40, according to our question. So anywhere we see P now, we put 60. So here will be 60 equals to K times 40. Because KQ in mathematics simply means K times Q. Now here we have 60 equals to 40K. From here we have, just divide both sides by the coefficient of our constant, which is 40. From here we have K equals to 60 divided by 40, which will give us 0 cancel 0, 6 over 4, 2 here is 3, and 2 here is 2. So our K is 3 over 2. Then we go back to put this 3 over 2 inside this formula. So here, okay, we have to find the constant of proportionality. So the A part of the question has been solved because we have to find the constant of proportionality. So the constant of proportionality is 3 over 2. Now let's go to the B part of the question. The B part of the question says we should find the relationship between P and Q. It's very simple. Just the normal relationship is P equals to KQ. Just introduce the value of K here. So here we have P equals to 3 over 2 times Q, which will give us 3Q over 2. So that means the relationship between P and Q is equals to P equals to 3 over 2Q, like this. Or you can put it this way, 3Q over 2. So this is the relationship between P and Q. So the B part of the question has been solved. Now let's go to the C part of the question. Once you found the relationship between the two variables, it will be easier to solve for the unknown. Now the C part of the question says we should find P when Q equals to 6. So here we say that when Q is equals to 6, don't forget our formula is P equals to 3Q over 2. So here, that means P equals to 3 times 6 over 2. 2 here 1, 2 here is 3. That means P is equals to 3 times 3, which is 9. So that means P equals to 9 when Q equals to 6. You can see that as P is increasing, Q is also increasing. Also, the D part of the question says we should find Q when P equals to 100. So here, we see that when P equals to 100, don't forget our formula P is equals to 3Q over 2. So here, P is now 100. 100 is equals to 3Q over 2. Here we cross multiply. When we cross multiply, cross multiplication means 2 we multiply 100 and 1 we multiply 3Q. 3Q times 1 will give us 3Q. 100 times 2 will give us 200. So Q equals to 200 over 3. So our Q is equals to 3 in 20 is 6 remainder 2. Then 3 in 20 again is 6 remainder 2. That's 66 whole over 2 over 3. So that's the value of Q. Alright, thanks for watching.